Lexi, hey, Joshua here from LinkedIn. We connected a few days ago. Here's the video I promised you. Try and make it as quick as possible. There's a lot to go through, but essentially we're discussing, the amount of sales you're making through your site. And I know you had some concerns there, so I had a look at your industry, your market, see how you're positioning yourself currently online, and how your competitors are positioning themselves, and just a few insights here, really, into how to go forwards and get more sales. So obviously you've got a good-looking site here. You are struggling. So what I did is, first of all, just typed in, and you can do this as well, just typed in site, domain name, and then your colon and your domain name. So this is a breakdown of all the pages that are indexed by Google of your site. Now, having a quick just look at this, first off, there are a few issues here with your meta descriptions and your title tags. They're not set correctly, and also your general site structure here. You see this URL structure. This is your domain name. That's good. That's position number one. It should always be. And then you've got your blog here, and you've got about lumpycards, and you've got wholesale testimonials. Really, this site structure is not very good. It's going to cause you problems for when Google crawls your site, and Google crawls websites every second of the day. It needs to understand your site, what it's about, because what it wants to do is present to the user who's looking for your products the best experience. And if it goes through all your site and doesn't understand it properly, because of its site structure and the meta descriptions and title tags, and its usability and whether it's mobile optimized, it's going to penalize you. And that's probably a bit of an issue you're facing at the moment. And once you get all these issues fixed, then you'll see a spike in your traffic and you'll get a lot more sales coming in. So first of all, you always need to look at your technical issues and get the core quality of your site improved. So that's the first thing I'd highlight. Secondly, as we discussed on LinkedIn, here I typed in cancer t-shirts into Google. There's obviously a pretty good search volume out there. There's 2,400 individuals searching that per month. And here you've got a whole breakdown of different variations of these keywords. So you can see people are searching for shirts based on different, types of cancer. So cancer survivor shirts, colon cancer, lung cancer, pink cancer shirts, brain cancer, etc., etc. And there's good search volumes out there. So there's definitely a demand out there, and it's all about working out what the market is searching for in this Google search bar, and then getting them on your site and getting them to take action. So that's what SEO is essentially all about. Just to give you another insight into keywords, as we call them. If I write in cancer t-shirts here, press enter, this will give us another insight into what kind of keywords and phrases you might want to be targeting. You see here's the keywords: cancer t-shirts, breast cancer t-shirts, ovarian cancer t-shirts, and the list goes on and on. And you've got some really good search volumes out there. So again, demand's there. We've got to understand what individuals are searching for and get them onto your site accordingly. So I'll take you through the steps that we take with all of our successful clients to start to achieve that. We call it the SEO roadmap. So we've got these core steps here. Just go this way. So the first step is always keyword research. So how are your customers finding you? So we look at the behaviors of your market and understand what they are searching for, and then we target those keywords. And we target them in a specific order, and we'll just skip through this. Because the next step is rank analysis. So we understand where your site is ranking for, what keywords it's ranking for on Google at the moment. And if you're ranking on page 2 or 3, we'll target them straight away, because it's easier to get you from page 2 or to page 1 than, let's say, page 4 or to page 1, obviously. But in turn, we focus on all of those relevant keywords and get you ranking for as many as we can month on month. And really, that's the key. So we will look at competitive keywords, less competitive keywords, the middle of the road keywords, long tail to longer keywords, which have better purchase intent to them, and the shorter ones as well. So across the board, we'll focus on all the right keywords to get you ranking for as many as you can as quickly as possible. The next step is what we discussed earlier. This is a technical SEO audit. How is your website performing? Now, there's always problems with any website that's out there. So what we need to do is look at that and get everything fixed, because that's really going to affect how much traffic is coming to your site. And getting all these technical issues fixed, you'll see a big boost in your traffic within the first month. So we've got to do that. That's the auditing element. Local SEO. So this is to do with Google My Business, Google Maps. It's really important to have a presence on there, whether you're brick and mortar or not. This again helps you build up authority online, domain authority, authority with Google, and it helps people understand your business, see what you're about in terms of reviews, how you're performing, and it gives you better visibility and credibility online. So this is really, really important. It's a powerful tool for driving customers to your site. So So that's an example of what we're talking about when it comes to a well-optimized GMB Google Maps. These are really well optimized and looking good. So the next step is backlinks content. In many ways, this is the driving force behind any good website out there. The more backlinks you have, the better quality they are, and the more traffic you're going to get. And the more compelling and unique and regular your content is, and keyword optimized, the more traffic you're going to drive to your site. So these are pretty much the fundamentals of what good SEO is, and these need to be right. And that's certainly an area we can help you with. And then finally, conversion analysis. So, how many customers do you want? This is where we look at your site, how it's performing, where your traffic's coming from, and when that traffic arrives to your site, where they're clicking, where they're not, where they're falling off, where they're perhaps going to the cart and then abandoning the cart. And we look at one of the key metrics, which is the conversion rate. So CRO, conversion rate optimization, because it's all well and good saying we can bring you an extra 2,000 visitors to your site per month. But if they're not converting or not converting at a good rate, we want to be looking at 5-10% for a site like yours. Then we're going to struggle to get you more sales. So we need to look at the conversion rate as it is at the moment and work out a strategy of how to get that optimized to increase your sales. So these are essentially the 6 steps we take to getting your site into a position where you're making as many sales as you can. So I hope that was useful. What I'll do is put a link to my calendar and in the email, and let's try and line up a call for this week, whenever's best for yourself. We can have a bit of a further chat. I'd love to ask you a few more questions about your business and what your goals are. And then we can work out a little plan to see what we can do to get you achieving those goals. So I really appreciate your time, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.